Hi, welcome to my classroom. Today is the very first lesson for preschool, which is super exciting. So today we're going to go over how to do pre-K, do school on Zoom, because it's very, very different. So first, you'll see a button in the bottom left of your screen that looks like this. This is your microphone. When it's on, it means when you talk, everyone else can hear you. But when it has a red line through it, it means it's off. So even if you talk, no one else can hear you. Most of the time, you want your microphone to look like this. So you'll practice turning it on and off to get used to it. But when I'm talking or if Ms. Carmen's talking, you want your microphone off so you can listen well. You will also see the video button. It should be right next to your microphone. When you come into the lessons, you want your video to be on so I can see your smiling face. And so I know you're here and so you can show me how to sit nicely and listen. But there might be times when you want to turn your video off, which means it has a red line and it turns it off. That might be times when if you're having a rough day, you need to step away, or if you need to go to the bathroom, you can turn your video off. But when you're sitting down and listening, your video should always be on. And we have our own little virtual class expectations. Expectations, they're kind of like rules, but they're promises that we make to each other so we can have a good class and listen well and learn a lot. So the first one is come prepared. Sometimes you'll need to bring things with you to your lessons, like you might need to bring a pencil or your whiteboard, because we might do something fun like all draw together, and you want to make sure you're prepared for class so you don't miss anything. Also, have a positive attitude. Give me a big smile and think positive. Even if you're having a hard day, you can still be positive, and that means that you're just going to think, I can do this and I'm going to have a good day. Then participate. School is not very fun if you don't participate. And to participate, that means that you listen, you answer questions, you do what I tell you to do. If I tell you to draw, you draw with me. If we're singing, then you sing with me. And it just makes school a lot more fun and you learn more when you participate. Also, we need to have listening ears and watching eyes. So show me a listening ear. Good job. That lets me know that you're listening to me. And sometimes some of your friends are going to talk too, and you want to make sure that you listen to them so you can be a good friend and a good student. And then watching eyes. When someone's talking to you, you want to look at them so that way they know that you're being a good friend and are listening. So even on Zoom, on our video call, we want to make sure that we're looking at the camera, looking in front of us, because that is what's polite and kind. And then sit nicely with the camera on. So you don't want to slump and you don't want to like sprawl out. You want to sit nicely to show that you're listening, and you want to have the video on to show that you're a part of the class. And then try your best. School can be hard sometimes, but no matter what, we just want you to try your best. Okay. So also you will see that you got a really special bag from the school. We're just going to talk about what's in your bag and when to use it and how to use it. So one of the first things you'll see is you have the schedule. This is really more for your parents to have, but you can use the schedule and you can put it on your fridge or maybe where above your little classroom at home, so that way you always know what's going on. You will also have your very own special name tracing sheet. So you'll see your name in here and you'll have a marker, and you can pull out your marker and trace your name. And the cool thing is, see, I wrote a K, right? You can erase it, but you have to keep the paper in here. If you take the paper out and draw on it, then you can't use it anymore. And then on the back, you have your alphabet and your numbers. So you can practice tracing your letter A And then you can practice your numbers, and you can see 1, 2, and you can practice your counting skills. Now, when you are done, you need to make sure to put the lid on your marker, and you want to hear a click because that means it's closed and it won't get messed up. Make sure to always put your marker back on here because you don't want to lose it. Let's see what else is in here. Lots of books. You'll probably have 2 or 3, maybe even 4 books in your bag. And you can read these at home and keep them. They're your very own books. You'll also find lots of papers. You'll have this. This is something else that you can use your marker on. If it feels like shiny and smooth, you can use your marker on it. But if it's like this, and it has a different feel, then you don't want to use your marker. This is for maybe a pencil or just for your finger to use. But there's lots of things. You can practice letters, you can practice counting. There's a story in here for you, and there's a page so you can know all about me. Also in your bag, you have your own little whiteboard. Sometimes we'll be using this to do different drawings and things like that. And also, see, you can erase whatever you draw on here with your special marker in your bag. Also in your bag, this one's super fun, your own box of chalk. So when you have your independent play time, your recess time, you can go outside and make your own chalk sidewalk art. Also, you have a pencil, and you get crayons. So you can do all kinds of art pieces at home. Now, this one is super special. These are a bag of little animals. We will be using these in math, and I have a little lesson to tell you how to use them. And you'll find all kinds of little animals, like an elephant or a rhino. Maybe some of you might even have a pig. Now you always want, when you're done, put all of them back in this bag and close it because you don't want to lose these. We use these to practice counting and sorting, and they're very important and also super fun. Okay, that is everything in your school bag. That is what we'll be using while we're doing school at home, so you can still have fun and have a great first year of school. So remember, when we have our lessons, you want your video on and your microphone off. But if I call your name, then you can turn your microphone on so you can talk back to me and answer any questions. And we will practice these expectations throughout the week so we know how to be really, really great students.